Focus now. End the trial. What's that sound? Dillian! They're coming for me!
You're dying. It's too much.
Someone's calling you. Someone's calling you. Why are you?
What's that voice?
You can hear Dillian. It's Dillian. Go to him.
Dillian?
Go to him. He's trying to save you. Focus. Two more. Where are they? What should I do? Save him. Sword. You came through the wrong door. Where's your sword? Defend yourself. Is that creature? You can't defend yourself. It's Dillian. Find the creature. Where's Dillian? Where are we? It's not Dillian. It's not safe. I feel unsafe. Where is it? Where are you? This is what death feels like. Towards it. Run. I have to find one more. One Dunson. There it is. It's close. It's close. Move away. Senua, move away. Feel it. You'll die. Feel it. You're dying. The burning has begun. The burning has begun. You've got them. Where's the door? Find a way out. Find him again. Run! Run now! The light. Go towards it. Find us. Focus. Look. I can't find you!
Senua! Senua! What happened?
They're blaming me for the plague. They say that I'm cursed. What if they're right?
How would they know such a thing? Are they gods? None of us are. They're just people. Good people, but they're scared. They're afraid of what they can't see. Like children scared of the dark. They make up stories to fill the void. It doesn't make them true.
What if my father was right?
You have to step out of this darkness. Let them see who you really are, like I have. You're not a monster.
Without you, this darkness has made me a monster.
It's done. We did it, but there's more. Keep going. There's more. You're tired, but you
There's still more.
There's always more to do.
It's not going to be easy.
Can you do another one? It's too much.
Have you got the energy? She hasn't got the energy.
No. Too much to do.
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin, he was beautiful, good and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
Bridge. You've come this far, but the bridge is broken.
There's no way you can fix it.
What do you do now, Senua?
Face. What is it?
What does it see?
Get closer.
Focus.
Focus.
Where are we? It's the same. It's another world. It's lighter.
It's nicer. I like it here. Can we stay?
The bridge. It's not broken. It's fixed.
What happened?
The bridge is fixed.
Let's cross it.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness. Swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Balder's mother boasts.
He's waiting for you.
Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
He loves you.
Love calling you. Dillian. Dillian, we're here.
Dillian.
We're nearly here. We're coming.
Go through it.
It's dangerous.
Follow it.
What's behind the gate?
Where will it take you?
It's not safe. You're still alive and Dillian's dead.
Doesn't deserve to be dead. How does that make you feel? She thought that she knew best.
She thought she had light within her.
She is pure darkness. Dillian.
There he is.
There he is.
What are you waiting for?
Quick, find a way.
Find him.
Go through.
Before he disappears.
Dillian, don't lose him.
Way too many times.
You always let him disappear.
Dillian, there he is.
Quick.
Where is he?
Where's he gone?
We're in the wrong world.
He's not here.
She's in the wrong world.
He's not in this world.
He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world.
The dark.
The dark world.
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making.
Not in this one.
Dillian taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of colour stretching away from the glue. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
Senua, you've got it.
Why isn't he here?
He's gone.
He's in the dark world.
He's gone to the dark world.
You're in the wrong world.
He's in the other world.
The dark world.
Without you. You have no chance.
There he is.
Where are you taking
He's
me?
up there.
He's up there.
How do you get up there?
There's a way. There is a way up there. She can do it. You're nearly there. She can find the way.
And amused themselves by throwing spears and stones at Balder, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel.
Things that are most precious to
But
you.
Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Balder's mother, is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe? I did not ask the mistletoe, Balder's mother confesses. I thought it was too young. Oh dear.
Nobody will love her now.
Can you remember what love feels like?
Look what happens to the things she loves. She destroys the things she loves.
Years had passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillian. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement,
You broke him. You killed him.
an intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between two worlds. That of Zindel
You have
and
no
her
time
time,
for this. Speed up.
and Dillian. A future,
Your curse has claimed Dillian.
two realities, tearing at her soul.
They're going to watch you.
What if these trials mean nothing?
Laughing at you.
What if they take you no closer to Dillian?
That's Dillian, and you're letting this get in the way.
What if they are just to tire you out, to make you weak before the battle?
Why didn't she listen to me?
She thought she could defy her father. Do you remember the smell of his neck?
She remembers him. He saved you. He saved you.
Loves you.
You owe him.
His love keeps you strong.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon. Loki replies, here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands. And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed. And for
Everything gets broken in the end.
You killed him with your love because he believed in you.
You are guilty.
Dillian didn't believe in the curse. Dillian believed in you. What if this is pointless?
What are you doing?
Trial is pointless, and there's another way.
Why did you think you could make this work?
You keep seeing runes. You see runes everywhere.
Everywhere.
What if they're not real?
What if they don't actually make sense?
What if they're a trick?
The gods were lying.
What if you think it makes sense, but really the gods are playing with you?
It makes sense in your mind, but it doesn't make sense in your worlds.
The gods are huge, but it doesn't mean anything.
You can't read this language, you don't understand
Sinbel
it.
was right.
You're wasting time.
You're cursed. You will never succeed.
Slow!
Quicker.
Dillian's in the tower. He's there. What if it isn't about wasting your time, just delay?
He saved you
By
when
minute,
everyone
by
else
minute.
done.
She's doing it. You're special. She should nothing. Special. Waste of time. Could all be a waste of her time.
The gods are just toying.
Playing.
What if the gods are laughing at
Dillian!
it? It wouldn't be.
Be the first time. Be very, very careful.
Dillian never much cared for the underworld and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Sinbel. I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms,
She's not.
learned to see the world through his eyes.
She's steady. She can
Slowly,
do it.
the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
Go to him. Go to him.
That's it.
Quicker.
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 Be quick. Be quick. Careful. Your fault. He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea. He's gone. You've lost him to He's gone to the water. He's drowned.
Senua. Your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So if someone is afraid of the dark, should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world that you, and only you, can see just to be rid of your nightmares? Or is this the price you pay?
What if this is
the gift
pointless?
you have?
What if you're wrong?
What if this has nothing to do with the sword?
What if we're wrong?
The sword
A
will
gift that makes you feel special in my eyes.
What if this is
Just
the
another
end?
part
It's
of the
just a
person
trick.
I know.
It's just a pointless test.
You've been fooled before, you could be fooled again.
You're being tested.
I live for the wilds
It's
to
just their
protect you
game
from
for
the
you. You never know which way it's going to go.
because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.